As time goes by, life can sometimes feel quieter than it used to. You might find that the people around you are busier, or maybe you notice that your own body and mind don't quite work the way they once did. It's natural to feel that shift, and sometimes it can bring with it a sense of loneliness. But I want to remind you that being alone doesn't have to mean being lonely. There are days when it seems like the world is moving at a pace that's hard to keep up with. Friends may have moved, family might be busy, and things may feel a little emptier than before. But here's the truth. You can still find purpose and joy, even if things feel a bit different than they used to. You still have so much to offer, so much to enjoy, and so much to experience. No matter what age you are, what I'm about to share with you isn't about making huge changes or trying to be someone you're not. It's about small, simple habits that you can start practicing every day. These little changes won't require a lot of energy, but they'll help you rediscover meaning, connection, and fulfillment in your life. Think for a moment, what do you miss most? Maybe it's the laughter of loved ones or the feeling of having something meaningful to look forward to. Whatever it is, it's possible to bring that feeling back into your daily life. The goal isn't to overwhelm you with big tasks, but rather to make small steps that will gradually lead to more moments of joy and peace. In this video, I'm going to talk about 6 habits that you can incorporate into your routine. These habits aren't difficult, but they can make a world of difference. And if any of these habits sound like something you'd like to try, or if you already practice them in your life, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Your thoughts matter, and sharing them could help others feel more connected too. Let's take it step by step, and I promise, you'll find something that will help make each day feel a little brighter. As we get older, it's natural to experience changes in our daily lives. Maybe the rhythm of your day isn't what it used to be, and that can leave a lot of room for uncertainty. You might find yourself wondering what to do with your time or how to fill the quiet moments. But establishing a routine is one of the simplest and most powerful ways to bring back a sense of structure, purpose, and calm into your life. When you have a routine, you wake up each day with a sense of purpose. You know exactly what's coming next, and that predictability can help reduce feelings of anxiety or restlessness. For example, imagine waking up at the same time every morning, having a cup of coffee, and reading a book or watching a favorite show. These small actions can create a sense of normalcy, especially when the world feels like it's constantly changing. But the beauty of a routine is that it doesn't have to be rigid or exhausting. It's about finding a balance that works for you. You might start your day with a morning stretch or a walk, followed by a hobby you enjoy, like gardening, knitting, or playing an instrument. These activities don't need to be rushed. They're simply there to give your day shape and meaning. A routine also helps keep you active, both physically and mentally. Without something to look forward to or engage in, it's easy to slip into a pattern of inactivity. And while rest is important, so is staying engaged with the world around you. A regular schedule encourages you to be more social, whether it's meeting a friend for coffee, calling a family member, or volunteering at a local organization. As you start building your routine, don't feel like you have to do everything at once. Start small. Pick 1 or 2 activities that you enjoy or feel comfortable with. Maybe it's taking a short walk every morning or cooking your favorite meal. Slowly, you can add more as you feel comfortable, but the key is to make it something that feels natural and manageable. What's wonderful about a routine is that it brings a sense of control, even during times when everything else feels uncertain. You're creating a structure where you can thrive, not just survive. And over time, you'll find that it's the little things you do each day that add up to a life that feels full and purposeful. So, if you're looking for a place to start, think about what you'd like your mornings or afternoons to look like. Would a morning walk bring you joy? Or perhaps you could spend some time on a hobby you've always wanted to try. The beauty of this habit is that it's uniquely yours. Make it your own, and you'll soon see how something so simple can help transform your days into something meaningful. As we grow older, it's common to feel like our energy levels aren't quite what they used to be. Maybe you're not able to move as quickly, or perhaps you're experiencing more aches and pains. However, staying physically active is one of the most important things you can do for both your body and your mind as you age. Physical activity doesn't mean you need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. Far from it. What's important is finding activities that get you moving in a way that feels comfortable and enjoyable. Even simple movements like walking, stretching, or light gardening can have a profound impact on your health. Staying active is more than just maintaining your strength. It's about keeping your body flexible and preventing things like joint stiffness, poor circulation, and muscle loss. When you engage in regular movement, your muscles, bones, and joints stay healthier, which helps you maintain your independence. You might not be able to do everything you once could, but staying active will make everyday tasks easier and help you feel stronger. But the benefits go beyond just your body. Physical activity also does wonders for your mind. Exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that improve your mood and reduce feelings of anxiety or depression. So, when you move your body, you're not only boosting your physical health, but you're also giving your mental and emotional well-being a lift. If you're not sure where to start, try something simple like taking a 10-minute walk every day. You can start with a short stroll around your neighborhood and gradually increase your time or distance as you feel more comfortable. If walking isn't your thing, try something that suits your interests like dancing to your favorite music, stretching, or doing yoga. There are even online videos designed specifically for seniors that offer gentle exercises to improve balance, flexibility, and strength. The key is to start small and listen to your body. Don't feel pressured to push yourself too hard. The goal is to stay consistent with whatever activity you choose, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. Over time, you'll notice that staying active becomes easier, and you might even feel more energetic than before. The other great thing about staying physically active is that it's a wonderful opportunity to get outside and enjoy the world around you. Whether it's sitting in your garden or walking through the park, getting some fresh air can make all the difference in how you feel. Being outdoors also gives you a chance to connect with nature, which can help reduce feelings of isolation and bring a sense of calm and peace. Physical activity doesn't just keep your body in good shape. It can also help you maintain your independence, stay mentally sharp, and keep your spirits high. So, whether it's stretching in the morning or taking a leisurely walk, commit to moving your body each day. You'll be amazed at how it can improve both your health and your mood. As we get older, the idea of loneliness can become a very real challenge. Perhaps you've experienced times where your friends and family members are busy with their own lives, or maybe the social circles you once had just aren't the same anymore. But here's the thing. Maintaining strong social connections is vital for your overall well-being, both mentally and physically. Socializing isn't just about having someone to talk to. It's about sharing experiences, creating memories, and feeling like you're part of a community. It's so important to find ways to connect with others, even when it feels difficult or you're tempted to stay in your comfort zone. Engaging socially can help you feel more connected to the world, reduce feelings of isolation, and give you a sense of purpose and belonging. Building a network of friends, whether they're family members, neighbors, or people you meet through activities, can bring joy and a sense of community into your life. Start with simple steps. Maybe there's a neighbor you've been meaning to catch up with or a phone call you could make to an old friend. You could also consider joining a local group or activity that interests you, whether that's a book club, a knitting group, or even a walking group. These are all great opportunities to meet people who share similar interests, and they can help spark new friendships. I know that as we age, it sometimes feels harder to reach out. Maybe you're feeling a bit more reserved or unsure of how to make those connections again. But the key is to take small, consistent actions. Start by setting up a regular time to talk to someone, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. And don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Whether it's assistance with technology to make virtual calls easier, or asking a neighbor to join you for a walk, people are often more than willing to lend a hand. It's also worth mentioning that socializing doesn't always have to involve face-to-face interaction. If it's easier or more comfortable, there are many ways to connect virtually, too. Video calls, messaging apps, or even social media platforms can help you stay in touch with friends and family, no matter where they live. Technology may seem daunting at first, but with just a bit of practice, it can become an amazing tool to bridge the gap and stay connected with loved ones. And don't forget, socializing doesn't always have to involve big group gatherings. Even just one-on-one interactions with people who truly care about you can make a world of difference. Those conversations, no matter how small, can bring joy, offer support, and help you feel heard and valued. Building these connections isn't just about keeping up with the world. It's about creating a sense of purpose. The more you reach out and stay involved, the easier it becomes, and before you know it, you'll have a network of people who bring joy, conversation, and meaning into your life. Socializing also has some real benefits for your mental and physical health. Research has shown that staying socially engaged can reduce the risk of cognitive decline, lower stress levels, and even improve your immune system. Simply put, people who maintain good social relationships tend to live longer, healthier lives. So, let this be your reminder. Don't let age be an excuse to stop engaging. Your social life is just as important as your physical health. Whether it's calling an old friend, joining a local group, or reaching out to your family members, take the first step today. The connections you make will not only improve your quality of life, but will also fill it with meaning, joy, and love. As we age, many people mistakenly believe that cognitive decline is just a natural part of growing older. While it's true that our bodies change with time, the mind doesn't have to follow suit if we actively work to keep it sharp. You might be thinking, I've been feeling a bit forgetful lately, or I can't concentrate like I used to. But I want you to know that you have the power to keep your mind vibrant and alert, no matter how old you are. You see, just like how your muscles weaken if they aren't used regularly, your brain can lose sharpness if you don't engage it in stimulating activities. However, the good news is, it's never too late to start exercising your brain. Simple actions like learning something new, reading a book, or playing a game can help you keep your brain active and prevent those feelings of sluggishness or forgetfulness. The key to maintaining mental sharpness doesn't have to involve solving complicated puzzles or tackling massive new skills. It's about finding ways to keep your curiosity alive. Think of it like lifting weights for your brain, only instead of dumbbells, you're using books, conversations, new hobbies, and challenges that make you think. You don't have to overcomplicate things. For example, let's take Olivia, a 74-year-old retired teacher. After her retirement, Olivia found herself slipping into the habit of watching TV all day, and over time, she started feeling like her mind wasn't as sharp as it used to be. She would forget things, like where she put her keys or what she was planning to buy at the store. But instead of accepting it as a part of aging, she decided to take action. Olivia started reading again, doing crossword puzzles in the mornings, and even took an online Spanish class. Within just a few weeks, Olivia noticed a difference. Her focus was sharper, she felt more engaged in the world around her, and, most importantly, she had new things to talk about when socializing. Her mind felt stronger and she felt more alive. This simple shift can be incredibly powerful. Keeping your mind active is not just about mental sharpness. It also helps stave off feelings of boredom, isolation, and depression. When you learn, create, or solve problems, your brain releases feel-good chemicals that boost your mood and give you a sense of accomplishment. Even small victories like finishing a book or learning how to cook a new recipe can give you something to look forward to every day. The trick is to challenge yourself with something new. This doesn't mean you have to take on a huge project. Start small. Maybe learn how to play a simple tune on an instrument, try your hand at a new hobby like painting or gardening, or pick up a hobby you used to enjoy but never had the time for. These little steps are exercises for your brain, keeping it flexible and resilient. And when your mind is engaged in something, you feel more connected to the present moment and less likely to dwell on negative thoughts or stress. For example, have you ever tried playing strategy games or even something like a puzzle? These activities may seem simple, but they really challenge your cognitive abilities. They help improve focus, memory, and problem-solving skills. And honestly, it's a lot of fun. The goal is to find something that sparks your interest, something that excites you to learn and grow. Remember, mental stimulation doesn't always mean grand, life-changing activities. It could be something as simple as striking up a conversation with a friend or trying a new route when you walk around your neighborhood. Your brain thrives on novelty and challenge, and the more you keep it engaged, the stronger and more flexible it will remain. Finally, keeping your mind sharp is also a great way to combat loneliness. If you're learning something new or having a meaningful conversation with someone, you're not just passing the time, you're actively contributing to your own well-being. Life may change, but your mind doesn't have to fade away. You can maintain a sharp, curious, an engaged mind by keeping things fresh and exciting, even in small ways. So don't wait. Start today by finding one small thing you can do to challenge your brain. Whether it's reading a book, learning a new language, or simply trying a new hobby, you'll be amazed at how much better you feel when you keep your mind sharp and active. As we get older, it's easy to focus on the things we've lost, be it loved ones, opportunities, or even our health. But here's the thing. Life doesn't stop just because we've reached a certain age, and it's never too late to change how we view the world. One of the most powerful habits you can practice every day is gratitude. Shifting your focus to what you still have, rather than what you've lost, can completely transform your mindset. Gratitude is not about pretending that life is always perfect or ignoring your struggles. It's about acknowledging the good things in your life, no matter how big or small, and appreciating them for the joy they bring. This simple act of gratitude can make a world of difference, especially when times get tough. Take Isaac, for example. At 79 years old, Isaac had been struggling with loneliness and loss after the passing of his wife. He found himself often reliving the past, feeling like life had lost its meaning. But everything changed when Isaac decided to start a gratitude journal. Each morning, he wrote down 3 things he was thankful for. Sometimes it was big things like the laughter of his grandchildren, and sometimes it was the little moments like a warm cup of coffee in the morning or the comfort of his favorite chair. Over time, Isaac's perspective shifted. While he still missed his wife, he learned to cherish the things he had, rather than focusing on what he had lost. Gratitude can be incredibly powerful in helping you stay positive, even in challenging times. Research has shown that people who regularly practice gratitude experience lower levels of depression and anxiety, sleep better, and feel a greater sense of purpose. It's a simple habit, but it can have profound effects on your mental and physical health. If you've never practiced gratitude before, don't worry. It's easy to get started. Begin by setting aside just a few minutes each day to reflect on the good things in your life. It doesn't have to be a long list. Just think of 3 things that made you smile today. Maybe it was a phone call with a friend, a beautiful sunset, or even something small like a good meal. Writing it down in a journal can help solidify these positive thoughts, and over time, you'll start to notice a shift in your mindset. Gratitude helps us see the beauty in even the most ordinary moments. Instead of focusing on what we can't change, we begin to focus on the richness of the present. It's also a way of reinforcing the idea that no matter where you are in life, there's always something to be thankful for. Practicing gratitude can lift your spirits and remind you that, even in solitude, there's still joy and meaning to be found. Reflection goes hand in hand with gratitude. Taking a moment each day to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and process your thoughts can bring a sense of calm and clarity. Whether through prayer, meditation, or simply enjoying a quiet moment in your garden, reflection allows you to center yourself and clear your mind. It's a powerful way to reduce stress and focus on what truly matters. If you've been feeling disconnected or lonely, taking time each day to reflect and practice gratitude can help you reconnect with yourself and the world around you. When you begin to focus on the good in your life, you may start to notice more of it. And even though life may not always be perfect, gratitude gives you a way to appreciate the moments that are, making each day more meaningful. Remember, it's not about the quantity of things you're grateful for, it's about the quality of your focus. Try to make it a habit, and before long, you'll begin to notice the positive shift in your outlook. Gratitude isn't just a mindset. It's a practice that can help fill your life with warmth, connection, and peace. As we age, it's natural to feel a little isolated at times, especially when life changes and we may not have the same busy routine we once did. But here's something that can really make a difference: finding ways to help others. It might sound simple, but it's one of the most effective ways to fight loneliness and bring meaning into your life. When you're feeling down or disconnected, the last thing you might feel like doing is focusing on someone else. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that you need to focus on yourself in order to feel better. But the truth is, reaching out and helping others can actually be the key to lifting your spirits. Helping others doesn't have to mean big, grand gestures. It doesn't need to be life-changing. It could be as simple as calling up a neighbor to check in on them, offering advice to a younger person who's looking for guidance, or volunteering a few hours a week at a local charity. The point is to find something, no matter how small, that allows you to contribute to someone else's life. Take Emma, for instance. At 82 years old, Emma felt like she had lost her sense of purpose. Her children were grown, her social circle had shrunk, and she often found herself spending days with little interaction. But instead of letting loneliness consume her, she decided to start volunteering at a local food bank. It began with just a few hours each week, but over time, Emma began to look forward to it. She made new friends, felt valued, and found a sense of fulfillment that had been missing for a long time. What Emma discovered is something we all need to realize. The act of giving creates connection. It shifts your focus away from your own challenges and instead reminds you that you have something valuable to offer. Whether it's offering a kind word, mentoring someone, or volunteering, it's not just about the impact on others, it's about how it makes you feel too. Even if you feel physically limited or you're unable to leave your home as often as you used to, there are still ways to give. You could write letters to old friends, offer encouragement to others over the phone, or even share your wisdom and advice with younger generations online. The beauty of helping others is that it's not about your physical ability. It's about your willingness to connect. Helping others doesn't just benefit the people you're helping. It helps you too. It brings purpose and meaning into your life, and that's a powerful way to stay mentally and emotionally healthy. When you know that you're making a positive difference, no matter how small, it gives you something to look forward to. It helps fight the feelings of isolation that can sometimes come with aging, and it reminds you that you still matter. Your experience, kindness, and wisdom are valuable, and the world still needs them. The truth is, we all have something to offer. Even in the later stages of life, we have the ability to impact the world around us in positive ways. Finding a way to help others gives you a reason to get up in the morning. It fills your days with purpose and creates a sense of community, no matter where you are in life. So, if you've been feeling lonely or disconnected, consider finding a way to help others. It doesn't matter if it's big or small. Just start somewhere. Whether it's through volunteering, reaching out to someone who could use a friend, or simply sharing your knowledge and experience, your efforts will not only benefit others, but they'll make you feel more connected, purposeful, and fulfilled too. As we reach the later stages of life, it's only natural to experience feelings of loneliness from time to time. Our routines shift, our social circles change, and we may find ourselves facing challenges we never expected. But what's important to remember is that loneliness doesn't have to define our later years. The key to combating loneliness is making small, intentional choices every single day. It's about finding new ways to engage with the world, nurturing meaningful connections, and creating a life filled with purpose, joy, and fulfillment. Each of the 6 habits we've discussed, establishing a daily routine, staying active, engaging socially, keeping your mind stimulated, practicing gratitude and reflection, and helping others, are all powerful tools that can help you find a sense of purpose and peace, even when you're alone. Think about it. Even when people come and go, and life changes in ways we can't always control, our response to those changes is what matters most. Whether it's building a new habit or reaching out to someone else, you have the power to shape how you live. Every small effort to connect, stay active, and keep your mind sharp contributes to a richer, more rewarding life. It's not about the challenges you face. It's about how you choose to face them. If you take away one thing from this video, let it be this: your happiness is in your hands. It's easy to think that we're alone, that the best days have passed. But in reality, the best is yet to come. Each day is a new opportunity to connect, grow, and embrace the world around you. So, take a moment today to think about the changes you can make in your own life. Which of these habits can you begin to implement today? You don't have to change everything at once. Even small steps, like reaching out to a friend or trying a new activity, can make a world of difference. We all deserve to feel connected, valued, and hopeful, no matter our age. And by incorporating these simple yet powerful habits into your life, you can create a life that is not only fulfilling but also full of joy, meaning, and the wonderful connections that make life truly worth living. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and for sharing in these ideas with us. We hope it's inspired you to make small changes that can create big improvements in your life. If you found these insights helpful, we'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below sharing one thing you plan to try or any thoughts you have on how to combat loneliness in older age. We are always inspired by your feedback, and we look forward to hearing from you. Remember, you're not alone. You have the ability to make each day a little brighter, and you deserve to feel the joy, peace, and fulfillment that life still has to offer.